Hello viewers, I am Deepti. In my series of 50 plus MCQ for ICSE class 9 English literature from Treasure Chest, my third poetry is I Remember, MCQ I am going to cover in today's video. And the first MCQ is, what does the speaker remember in the first stanza of the poem? जहाँ से opening lines आ रही हैं. House where he was born, the river where he and his friends went for swimming, the fresh air and green fields of his village, the backyard of his house with flowers. And the correct option is A, the house where he was born. What does the imagery in the line, the house where I was born, the little window where the sun came peeping in at morn, suggest about poet's childhood? तो कैसा था? क्या पता चल रहा है इससे? It suggests a humble and lazy childhood. It reflects a cozy but lonely childhood. It suggests a warm and happy childhood. It suggests a childhood full of adventure and travel. And the correct option is C. It suggests a warm and happy childhood. Sun आता है तो हमें warmth देता है. तो C option is correct. Identify the figure of speech used in the phrase "My spirit flew in feathers then." Imagery है, metaphor है, simile है या फिर alliteration है. And the correct option is metaphor है. Why does the poet uses the phrase I remember in each stanza of the poem? To create a rhythmic effect, to convey his excitement, to grab the reader's attention, to emphasize the point of memory. And the correct option is to emphasize the point of memory. ये एक ऐसी memory है जो मुझे हमेशा remember रहेगी. In the second stanza, what types of flowers does the speaker remember? Roses, violets and tulips, daffodils, marigold and violets, daisies, cauliflower and lilies, poppies, snapdragon and sunflower. And the correct option is A, roses, violets and tulips. What is the rhyme scheme used in each stanza of the poem? क्या हुआ है? आपको लास्ट वर्ड से पता है हम कैसे देखते हैं. तो A B B C D E F E, A B C B D E F E या फिर A B C B B D E F या फिर A B C B D F E E. और आप ध्यान से देखोगे तो दिस इज ऑप्शन बी, A B C B D E F E. What colors of roses does the poet remembers from his childhood memories? Red and pink, मतलब roses का कौन सा कलर? Pink and white, red and white, pink and yellow. And the correct option is C, red and white कलर के roses को याद है. He never came to wink too soon. What does he refer to in this line? किसके लिए बोला उसने ये word कि वो never came to wink too soon? The sun, the moon, the lamp on the street, or the poet's brother? He किसके लिए है? The sun. Which of these statements is not true according to the poem I remember? The poet feels miserable as a grown-up man. The poet laments the loss of childhood innocence. कहाँ गया मेरा बचपन का innocence? Poet's spirit wants to flow in feathers in the present. Or the poet wishes the night to take his breath away now. And the correct option is C. Poet's spirit wants to flow in feathers in the present. Choose the option that shows the correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. The poet's brother planted a fir tree. It was the poet's brother's birthday. So statement 2 is true but 1 is false. Statement 1 and 2 are false. 2 is the cause of 1 and 1 is the cause of 2. And A is correct. Statement 2 is true but 1 is false. क्योंकि उसने कौन सा ट्री लगाया था ये आपको याद रखना है. हाँ, उसने लगाया बर्थडे पे था, ब्रदर का बर्थडे था. Which literary device is used in the line the little window where the sun came peeping in the morning? Imagery, personification, alliteration, metaphor. And the correct option is personification. क्योंकि वो कैसे पीप कर रहा है, जैसे हम करते हैं, भी देखते हैं ऐसे करके, तो personification है, उसको living बता रहे हैं. Which tree was planted by the poet's brother during their childhood? Apricot tree, oak tree, sandalwood tree, or laburnum tree? And the correct option is D, laburnum tree. What is the main idea conveyed by the poem? The adulthood is a period of hard work and challenges. The childhood memories play an important role in one's life. The poets wish that we always remain a child, that childhood is the best period in man's life. And the correct option is D, that childhood is the best period in man's life. ये आपको भी पता है कि childhood हमारा golden period क्यों गिना जाता है, क्योंकि उतना innocent हम बाद में कभी भी नहीं रहते हैं. Choose the option that lists the sequence of events in the correct order as it occurred in the poem. The lilacs where the robin built, the house where I was born. I often wish the night had borne my breath away, where my brother sat the laburnum. And correct sequence is shown in option number A, in which 2 comes first, the house where I was born. Then 3, I often wish the night had borne my breath away. Then first, the lilacs where the robin built, and 4th is where my brother sat the laburnum. Which literary device is used by the poet in the line and summer pools could hardly cool? Alliteration, diction, assonance or personification, and the correct option is assonance. कौन सी literary device use हुई है? Pools और pools. So, एक जैसे word है assonance means जिसमें हमने बार बार वर्ड रिपीट किया है, लेकिन ज़्यादातर हम क्या करते हैं, वॉवल साउंड की बात कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर वॉवल साउंड रिपीट हो रही है. What mood does the opening line of the poem create? Gloomy, happy, indifferent, nostalgic. And the correct option is nostalgic. जैसे मेरे पुराने व्यूअर्स जो मुझे मैसेज लिखते हैं, तो मुझे भी पढ़ के नॉस्टैल्जिक फील होता है, उनको भी नॉस्टैल्जिक फील होता है कि अब हम आपसे उतनी गाइडेंस नहीं ले पा रहे हैं. जब हम 10th में थे तो हम लेते थे, अब हम कॉलेज में जा रहे हैं, 12th में आ गए हैं, 11th में आ गए हैं, तो अब हमारी आपकी वीडियोस उतनी हेल्प नहीं कर पाएंगे. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली 10th क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स भी नहीं लेना चाहते उसका पूरा बेनिफिट, तो मैं क्या करूँ, शेयर ही नहीं करता कोई. In the opening stanza, the speaker's wish that night had borne his breath away implies what? A sense of regret, a sense of longing for the past, a sense of hopelessness for the present, all of the above. And the correct option is all of the above. क्योंकि अभी तो उसको यही फील हो रहा है. How does the poet feel about the roses, violets and lily cups in the second stanza? He admires or appreciates them. He is indifferent towards them. He is confused with them, with their fragrance. He dislikes their smell. The correct option is he admires or appreciates them. Which literary device is used in this line and thought the air must rush as fresh to swallows on the wing? Alliteration, personification, simile or assonance? तो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा सिमिली, क्योंकि हमने इसमें as यूज किया है. जब as like यूज करेंगे तो सिमिली आ गया. Choose the option that shows the correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. In childhood, the poet was very close to the nature. He was very happy then. So statement 1 is true, 2 is false, 1 and 2 both are false. 2 is the cause of 1 or 1 is the cause of 2. And the correct is D, statement 1 is the cause of 2. Childhood में poet was very close to the nature और इसीलिए वो उस समय बहुत happy था. तो दिखाया गया है कि वो nature loving है. Which of these in the poem is associated with childhood freedom? The sun, the flowers, the swing, the fruit trees. किसके साथ associate किया है? The swing. Swing के साथ C option is correct. I often wish the night had borne my breath away means the night had carried him away, the night brought about his death, the night he was kidnapped, the night he was taken away to the city. And the correct option is the night brought about his death. कि काश इस रात को मैं मर चुका हूँ, कि मुझे आगे की लाइफ जीनी ही नहीं है. Which of these words is not used to describe the poet's childhood? कौन सा नहीं किया है? Fresh, happy, cool, heavy. चाइल्डहुड के लिए हैवी नहीं किया, सारे पॉजिटिव वर्ड्स है. फ्रेश है, हैप्पी है, कूल है. Which literary device is used in the line and the thought the air must rush as fresh? क्या है literary device? Metaphor, alliteration, simile, both B and C. तो इसमें both B and C are correct. Alliteration भी आ रही है और simile भी आ रही है. वर्ड रिपीट भी हो रहा है और simile आप देख रहे हो इसमें as लगा हुआ है, as fresh. In the third stanza, what is a swallow? Kite flying with the wind? A kind of bird to eat food while making funny sounds, the poet's spirit. and the correct option is B, a kind of bird. Choose the option that lists the sequence of events in the correct order as it occurred in the poem. The tree is still living. My brother planted the laburnum tree on his birthday. The summer cools could hardly cool the fever. My spirits flew as if I had feathers. And the correct sequence is option number D. 2 पहले आएगा, my brother planted the laburnum tree on his birthday. Then 1, the tree is still living, जो उसने लगाया था वो आज भी है. Then 4th, my spirits flew as if I had feathers. And then last, the summer cools could hardly cool the fever. Next is, what does the phrase fever on my brow suggest in the poem? The poet had fever on his forehead. Poet's present state of misery and gloominess raised temperature due to pools in the summer season. All of them. And the correct option is B. Poet's present state of misery and gloominess. तो ये उस fever की बात हो रही है. Which of these words is not used to describe the fir trees? Dark and high, heavy and broad stem, slender tops, close against the sky. And the correct option is B. Heavy and broad stem. फिर ट्री आपने देखा है ना, एक माउंटेन एरियाज में होता है जिसमें ऊपर से स्टैंडिंग ऐसे स्लोपिंग ब्रांचेस होती हैं. When did the poet's brother plant the laburnum tree? On World Environment Day, when they were leaving the countryside, on his birthday, when he fell in love. And the correct option is C, on his birthday. Choose the option that shows the correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. As a child, the poet thought that fir trees were close to the sky. As an adult, he laughed at his childhood ignorance कि अरे मैं ये क्या सोचता था बचपन में. Now A is both statement 1 and 2 are true. B is statement 1 is the cause of 2. C is statement 2 is the cause of 1, or 1 is true and 2 is false. And the correct is A. Both statement 1 and 2 are true. कि वो सोचता था कि फर ट्री बहुत ऊंची है और उसको ये भी लगता था बड़ों के कि अरे मैं ये क्या सोचता था बचपन में. हम भी ऐसी कुछ चीजें होती हैं जो हम बचपन में सोचते थे कि हाँ ट्रू है, बाद में लगता है कि अरे ये क्या हो रहा है. आप बताना अगर आपको कुछ अपने ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स को याद हो कि जिसको आप बचपन में ट्रू मानते हो, अब तो आपका बचपन में मानूंगी नहीं कि 9-10 में बच्चा बचपन तो नहीं होता. आजकल तो खैर छोटा सा बच्चा ही बचपन में नहीं होता, उसका भी बचपन छोटे से बच्चे को पता है. जरा सा कोई चीज़ अपनी पूरी करवानी है डिमांड, जरा सा रोएंगे ऐसे मगरमच्छ के आंसू लाएंगे और जैसी चीज़ मिल जाएगी तो स्माइल आ जाएगी फेस पे. आजकल तो बच्चे भी मुझे लगता है मैच्योर ही पैदा होते हैं. फ्रॉम वेयर डिड द सन केम पीपिंग इन द मॉर्निंग? The cracks of the door, the little window, the reflection of the mirror in the mother's room, all of that. And the correct option is the little window. He never came a wink too soon. Who is he referred to in this line? The milkman, the gardener, the poet's friend, Robin, or the sun? किसके बारे में बात हो रही है? Obviously, sun के बारे में. The sun. Option number D is correct. Where did Robin, the bird, build its nest? कहाँ बनाया? On the fir tree top, in the lily pods, in the lilac, on the laburnum tree planted by the poet's brother. तो कहाँ पर बनाया उसने? In the lilac. My spirits were dashed in my childhood, but now it is dashed. Heavy or light, light or heavy, light or merry, merry or light. कौन सा आ जाएगा? Light and heavy. My spirits were light in my childhood, but now it is heavy. तो ये light और heavy उसने contrasting words use की है. Choose the option that lists the sequence of events in the correct order as it occurred in the poem. I remember where I used to swing. My spirit flew in feathers then, that is so heavy now. I am farther off from heaven than when I was a boy. The fir trees dark and high, I used to think their slender tops were close against the sky. And the correct sequence is shown by option number B. First, I remember where I used to swing. Then second, कौन सा आ गया? My spirit flew in feathers then, that is so heavy now. But उसके बाद fourth पहले आएगा. Fir trees dark and high, I used to think their slender tops were close against the sky. And then last में third आएगा. I am farther off from heaven than when I was a boy. कि मैं बचपन में heaven के पास था, अब नहीं हूँ, मैं बहुत दूर हो गया हूँ. Who is the poet of the poem? I remember. Thomas Hood, Charles Darwin, Rabindranath Tagore, or Beethoven. And the correct option is option number A, Thomas Hood. How does the poet organize this poem? I remember. By describing his joyful childhood with few challenging memories, by sharing the effects of hardships in his early days that have helped him reach to the top, by providing solutions to the adversity faced by people during their adulthood, by contrasting the joy-filled days of the past and the present days of pain and sorrow. And the correct option is D only, by contrasting the joy-filled days of the past यानी बचपन के joyful days and the present days of pain and sorrowful जो adulthood के days दिखाया है. कोई रेमेडी नहीं बताई, कोई इसको सोल्यूशन नहीं बताया, बट पोएट्री में जो चीज आया वो कंट्रास्ट है. The laburnum is important in the poem as it represents dash, the passage of time, the growth of the poet with a happy past, memory of the poet's brother, the pain and sorrow of his adult life. And the correct option is memory of the poet's brother. What does the poet reveal to the use of exclamation mark at the end of the stanza to exclamation mark क्यों लगाया गया है? He is excited that he is alive to see the laburnum tree again. He is surprised to see that the laburnum tree is still alive after all this time. He is excited to remember the planting of laburnum tree by his brother. He is excited to remember the birthday of his brother. And the correct option is B. He is surprised to see that the laburnum tree is still alive after all this time. इतना टाइम हो गया और वो पेड़ अभी भी बिल्कुल सही सलामत है. Choose the option that shows the correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. The robin built its nest amongst the violets. The 4 trees were dark and high with their tops closing against the sky. So 1 is true, 2 is false. 1 and 2 are true. 2 is the cause of 1 and 1 is the cause of 2. And the correct option is B. Both statement 1 and 2 are true. अब मैं यहाँ पर आपको एक बात और क्लियर करना चाहती हूँ कि जितने भी मैं मेहनत करके इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस बना रही हूँ, इन सब की पीडीएफ्स है मेरे पास. जितने चैप्टर्स होते जा रहे हैं, चाहे वो 9th क्लास के हैं या मैंने लास्ट ईयर जो 10th के अपलोड किए हैं, इन सब चैप्टर्स की पीडीएफ जो मैंने MCQs बनाए हैं 52 प्लस 62 प्लस ये हैं. लेकिन इनको लेने के लिए आपको मेरे चैनल पे आके मेंबरशिप लेनी पड़ेगी. 89 रुपीज़ की मेंबरशिप अगर आप लेते हो पर मंथ की तो आपको ये पीडीएफ में फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट प्रोवाइड करवाऊंगी. मतलब उसके मेरे कोई चार्जेस नहीं है, वो यूट्यूब लेगा मेंबर बनने के लिए. अगर आपको बात समझ में आ गई है तो आप मेंबरशिप ले सकते हैं. उसके बाद मैं बताऊंगी कि नेक्स्ट प्रोसीजर क्या है. अगर आप मेंबरशिप बनेंगे तो ना सिर्फ इंग्लिश की बहुत सारी पीडीएफ्स मैंने लास्ट ईयर भी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को प्रोवाइड करवाई थी. थ्रू आउट द ईयर जितने टाइम मेरे चैनल के मेंबर रहे हैं और इनमें से कुछ मेंबर्स अभी भी मेरे चैनल पे हैं जबकि मैं उनको कोई मटेरियल प्रोवाइड नहीं करवा रही हूँ. तो अगर वो हटना चाहते हैं या 11th क्लास का मटेरियल मैं बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं दे रही हूँ तो अगर आप चाहते हो तो आप अपनी मेंबरशिप वापस ले सकते हो. वापस लेने के लिए बस आपको उस मंथ का पेमेंट नहीं करना है, ये आप ध्यान रखिए. Now next is which of these statements is not true about Thomas Hood? यानी कि poet के बारे में सही नहीं है. He was a 19th century poet. He was a British poet. He regularly wrote for the London magazine. He died early at an age of 45. And the correct option is he was a 19th century poet. ये true नहीं है, बाकी सब true है. तो poet के बारे में हमें थोड़ी बहुत इन्फॉर्मेशन जो फर्स्ट पेज पे दिए होते हैं थोड़ा सा जरूर पढ़ना होता है. इसीलिए मैंने एक दो क्वेश्चंस हल्के से कम थे, उनका नाम आपको पता होना चाहिए, थोड़ा सा जरूर पता होना चाहिए. वैसे भी वो पेज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है क्योंकि उसमें जो एंड में पोइट्री के बारे में डिस्क्राइब किया जाता है वो बहुत अच्छे वर्ड्स होते हैं जो अपने आंसर्स में भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं. What does the poet remember about his childhood home? Its grandeur and luxury, its isolation and loneliness, its warmth and simplicity, its modernity and convenience. And the correct option is its warmth and simplicity. What is the mood of the poem at the end of the first stanza? Cheerful, sad, nostalgic, indifferent. End of first stanza, mood is sad. Option number B is correct. Which of these statements is not true in context to the poem I remember? Not true. The sun is presented as a living being. True है. The poet wishes that he should have died in his childhood. True है. The poet contrasts and compares the childhood and adulthood stages of life. The poet wants to forget his past as it was childish ignorance. क्या वो चाहता है कि वो अपना पास्ट भूल जाए? नहीं. तो D option is correct. The poet wants to, doesn't want to forget his past as it was childish ignorance. वो तो कहता है कि वो ignorance बहुत अच्छी थी. It is so heavy now. What does heavy refer to in this line? The poet's state of mind now. The poet's childhood days when he remembers now. The laburnum tree that his brother planted, or none of the above. And the correct option is the poet's state of mind now. अब बहुत heavy हो गया है. पहले उसने light कहा और अब वो उसको heavy से compare कर रहा है. The poet compares the rush of air on his face too. the flight of robin, to the flying swallows, to the sailing ship, to the nest of the bird on top of a tree. And the correct option is B, to the flying swallow से वो compare कर रहा है, वो जो air आ रही है उसके face पे. What could be the best explanation of the line, those flowers made of light? The flowers were light in color. The flowers were reflecting light of the sun. The flowers looked bright and dazzling as if they were made of light itself. The flowers emitted light in the dark on a moonlit night. And the correct option is C. The flowers looked bright and dazzling as if they were made of light itself. तो ऐसे shine कर रहे हैं जैसे कि वो light के ही बने हों. How does the poet feel about his childhood understanding of the height of her trees? It was naif. It was very accurate. It was funny. It was sentimental. And the correct option is it was naif. वो सोचता तो यही है ना. तो option number A is correct. In the last stanza, poet refers to childhood ignorance. How does he view it as an adult now? Sarcastically, miserably, ironically, or indifferently? तो ऑप्शन है ironically, कि कितना सही सोचता था, हालांकि उसको पता है कि वो गलत सोचता था, बट ironically का मतलब होता है कि उससे बिल्कुल अपोजिट मैं अब सोच रहा हूँ उस चीज के बारे में, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि वो आसमान को नहीं छुएंगे, ऑल्दो बहुत टॉलर है लेकिन वो छू थोड़ी रहे हैं आसमान को. इस तरह से choose the option that shows the correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. The sun always peeped on time, never a wink too soon. The roses, violets, lily cups, all the flowers reflected moonlight. 1 is true, 2 is false. 1 and 2 both are false. 2 is the cause of 1, 1 is the cause of 2. And the correct option is A. Statement 1 is true, but 2 is false. Select the option that correctly displays the traits of the poet's state of mind as an adult now. Gloomy, happy, bored, excited, thrilled, exhausted. तो कौन-कौन से यूज किए उसने अभी के लिए? 2, 4, 5, 1, 3, 6, 1, 2, 5 और 3, 5, 6. And the correct option is B. 1, 3 and 6. Gloomy करा है, bored करा है और 6 means exhausted कि मैं थक चुका हूँ इस लाइफ से. What does the building of a nest by robin amongst the lilacs suggest? क्या पता चलता है? It highlights the beauty and appeal of the flowers. It highlights the nurturing aspect of nature, both A and B or none of the above. And the correct option is C, both A and B. क्योंकि वो highlight कर रहा है beauty and appeal of flowers भी, और it highlights the nurturing aspect of nature कि nature किसने अच्छे से सब चीजों को nurture कर पाती है. Thank you for watching till the end. With this I conclude my today's video also. I still request you to please share my video with other students. मैं इतनी मेहनत करके इतने सारे MCQs आपके लिए इतनी छोटी सी पॉइंट्स में सिर्फ 4 स्टैंजा बना के लाती हूँ, तो अगर आप उसको आगे नहीं शेयर करोगे तो क्या फ़ायदा होगा. मोरओवर मैंने अपनी वीडियो के बीच में भी आपको बताया है, बाय बिकमिंग ए मेंबर ऑफ माई चैनल आप इसकी PDF ले सकते हो. जस्ट 89 रुपीज़ आपको यूट्यूब पे पेमेंट देनी है, जिससे आप अगर मेंबर बन जाओगे तो आपको इन चैप्टर जो बनते जा रहे हैं, देखो अभी सारे नहीं बने हैं, मैंने सिंगल हैंडेडली सब कुछ कितना कवर करूंगी, इतने सारे सब्जेक्ट्स भी आपको पता है, तो जितने बनते जा रहे हैं उतने मैं साथ के साथ शेयर करते जाऊंगी. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग टिल द एंड. कीप वॉचिंग, शेयरिंग एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल. कभी तो कहना भी मान जाओ, शेयर करो.